Stop for 60 seconds and listen closely, because 5 quiet habits might be turning a good night into a forgettable one, and you can fix them today. If you want to be the partner she relaxes with the second you touch her, the partner who reads her body and responds in real time, stay with me. I am Dr. Zara Vale, a urologist in men's health, and I am going to show you 5 common mistakes men make during sex, why they backfire biologically and emotionally, and what to do instead for deeper pleasure and connection. First, let's end the biggest myth. More intensity does not automatically mean more pleasure. Many men try to impress by going harder, faster, or straight for penetration, assuming intensity equals confidence. Physiology says otherwise. Arousal in women follows a curve, not a switch, and the pelvic floor can tense when stimulation arrives before the brain feels safe, prepared, and engaged. Tension shifts the nervous system from curiosity to protection, reducing sensation and lubrication. Large population surveys show that most women climax reliably when external and clitoral stimulation are combined with penetration, while only a minority climax from penetration alone. When you respect timing, pacing, and communication, the body responds with more blood flow, more comfort, and a smoother path to orgasm. Think warm up, not sprint. Think simmer, not sear. Mistake 1 is going in too hard too soon. Internal stimulation before her body is ready tightens the pelvic floor and dulls nerve responsiveness. That means less sensation for her and more friction for both of you. She may not say it, but her body will guard itself. The better approach is to warm the outside first. Use slow, broad touch on the hips, inner thighs, belly, chest, and vulva, with a generous amount of high-slip lubricant. Ask simple questions that invite control. More or less. Softer or deeper. Faster or stay there. Keep your touch consistent so her brain can map what feels good. When you see her breathing slow and her body soften, add intensity layer by layer. Mistake 2 is skipping or rushing the warm-up. What you label as foreplay is already sex to many women, and the nervous system needs time to shift from alert to receptive. Rushing can bypass natural lubrication, reduce blood flow, and create a subtle pressure that feels like a test rather than an experience. The better approach is to plan more warm-up than you think. Keep a steady rhythm and change only one element at a time so her body can settle into the sensation. Pair external and clitoral touch with any internal play rather than choosing one or the other. Let arousal build like music, with a theme the body can recognize and return to. Mistake 3 is ending right after ejaculation. Many men feel an energy drop after climax and roll away without meaning to, but her arousal often lingers. Oxytocin is still rising, and the nervous system is still imprinting whatever happened last. Immediate withdrawal can feel cold, even if you care deeply. The better approach is to treat aftercare as part of sex. Hold her close. Use your hands gently. Keep small movements and quiet words. Breathe together. A minute or 2 of warmth anchors the experience and deepens trust for next time. Mistake 4 is putting pressure on her to orgasm. Even a well-intentioned question like, "Did you come?" can feel like a performance review. Stress hormones and anxiety reduce lubrication and make climax less likely. Pressure turns exploration into a finish line. The better approach is to make your language sensation-focused rather than goal-focused. Say, "More like this," or "Stay there," or "a little softer, a little firmer." Celebrate any orgasm that happens, but frame success as comfort, connection, and responsiveness. Pleasure is not a test to pass, it is a state to cultivate. Mistake 5 is assuming you already know her preferences. Bodies change with cycle phase, stress, sleep, and mood. What worked last week may land flat tonight. The better approach is to ask one respectful question, then observe and adapt. Do you prefer more clitoral touch, penetration, or both together? Would you like steady pressure or small circles? Suggest, never insist, and honor any no immediately. Curiosity is not uncertainty, it is skill. Now put these principles into practice with a few small tweaks you can use tonight. Use lubricant early and often, because it reduces friction, protects sensitive tissue, and heightens comfort. Match your breathing to a slower pace and lengthen your exhales, which increases vagal tone and helps both bodies relax. Keep one variable steady for several breaths, before changing the next so her brain can track what to enjoy. Blend stimulation by combining clitoral touch with penetration rather than choosing between them. Plan at least a minute of aftercare where you hold warmth, offer water, or share a quiet compliment about what felt good. These details seem small, yet they change how the nervous system remembers the experience. If sex has been painful or tense, explore simple supports without shame. Pelvic floor therapy can reduce guarding and improve blood flow. Hormonal factors can influence lubrication and comfort and are worth evaluating. Sleep, stress load, and certain medications affect arousal and sensation. When in doubt, ask a clinician who understands sexual medicine. There are evidence-based tools that help. Some men also benefit from nutrition that supports circulation and stamina. Citrulline-rich sources such as watermelon extract can support nitric oxide pathways and help blood flow. Multi-ingredient blends with Toolkit ollie, fenugreek, nettle, and citrulline are used by some men to support energy and testosterone balance. Supplements are not shortcuts, but they can complement technique, consent, and communication when chosen wisely. Here is one line you can try tonight to reset the tone and invite partnership. Let's go slow. Tell me if you want more, less, or something different. I want this to feel amazing for both of us. Then prove it with your hands, your breath, and your pace. Build gradually, blend stimulation, and keep connection alive after the peak. You will notice the shift quickly. There is less pressure, more pleasure, and a partner who trusts that you are paying attention. Remember the core idea. Great sex is about presence, not perfection. It is about reading the body in front of you rather than performing a script from memory. If orgasm happens, wonderful. If it does not happen today, your patience and curiosity still create a satisfying, affirming experience that makes tomorrow better. When you remove the rush, you unlock more sensation. When you trade pressure for guidance, you unlock more trust. When you end with warmth instead of silence, you build a memory her body wants to repeat. If you have struggled with confidence, you are not broken. Your nervous system learns from what you practice. Practice consistent pacing, clean communication, and steady aftercare, and watch how fast your results change. If something hurts or feels off, seek help early. Most issues are fixable with patient guidance. Your goal is simple: show up, slow down, and stay connected. I am Dr. Zara Vale, and I want you to have the information and the tools to protect your confidence and elevate your intimacy, one small adjustment at a time.